renovate the discs, renovate the facets rather than just fuse it. Yeah. So this is my dream. Tables and graphs, illustration. There is a excellent tool there where you can put just data and give you an excellent illustration, like a bar graph or a pie chart for it. So a different part of each part of the manuscript has its own AI tool. Yeah. If I have kids, I always have this feeling that if I'm a good physician to my patients and help others, this will be in some way or another will come back to my kids and keep them safe.
Yeah, everybody has this picture like using AI in research is like unethical or things like that, but it is not. It is always a helping hand to help you with all the time-consuming and mundane processes so that you can automate it so that your works get faster. It increases your efficiency. Rather, some people think it is totally replacing your research base, but it is not. Like they are using it to enhance our skills and make research very quick and time appropriate. That is the main reason why it is usually asked as a disclaimer or a declaration in all our submissions also. But still, very few authors come like objectively say that. Most of them just give a straightforward negative statement that they never used AI or things like that. But still, we see them when you put in any software to detect their AI usage. It's still
Yes, it's
yeah.
It's actually, if you think about the quote we have among surgeons, that a bad surgeon with a good tool is still a bad surgeon. It's the same. If you get right to a bad researcher, still a bad researcher. It won't make a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you keep these young researchers motivated? I mean, to draw them inside is one thing, and then to keep them motivated through the projects is another thing. How do you plan to keep them motivated?
You have to give them something, a reward, actually. In a way that most of them are still early in their research careers. So if you tell them that, okay, we'll have like a collaborative, and our knowledge forum is one of the best examples for this, of a collaborative publication record. If everyone do part of the publication, your name will be at the co-author. So we'll have like 10 publication of 10 authors on 10 publications, to have a small part in each publications. So actually this will help them. You will show them examples, tell them stories about how publication will affect their career. I have a lot of examples within my career telling them that how publication research has a huge positive impact on my career. And they always keep reminding them about these examples, how it helped, give them examples, giving them motivation, even meetings, just a cup of coffee if we meet during vacations, it will help. It will help.
So that's wonderful. So this is all about your current project that you are taking onward. So if there is a project that you want to take in future, so looking ahead, like what is the one research project you wish to pursue in future?
Oh, that's a very big question.
Just one, not many.
My understanding about the spine, at least the lumbar spine, it is meant to move. It was meant to help us to move, flex, extend our trunk, rotate our trunk. What I have noticed during the last couple of decades, that we go more and more during fusion fixation, a lot of X-rays on LinkedIn with several screws, several cages, and the more cages, the more screws, the more difficult the construct is, the more the appreciation for the surgical skills and the surgeon. But actually, if you go back, I always think about if you have a car. If you have a car, the spine is a wear and tear, and the disc is like the tire of the car. If you have a bad tire or a worn out tire, you will not just fix the axis, the wheel axis. You will just change it with a better tire or a new tire. So I still not 100% convinced that the best approach for an wear and tear in the spine, especially degenerative disease, is to fix and fuse. I think it's a little bit anti-nature, anti-physiology. But I know that I do agree. I am the one who fuse. I'm one surgeon who fuse at least 2-3 cases every week in my practice. But this is what we have now. But I hope in the future that I have a research which will help us to understand more how to just renovate the discs, renovate the facets rather than just fuse it. Yeah. So this is my dream project. Yeah, to find some way to renovate the discs in a way that will just replace a tire with a new one, not just fix the axis. Yeah.
Broad rethinking behind our central dogma in spine fixation, like going against fusion. That is a great thought process. Like, if I have to say that you have unlimited time and resources to execute this project, so like, where do you begin with to analyze this concept?
Actually, we have a few already effort in this direction from our group in EO Spine and over the world. Actually, I think that the first start point is within the lab itself and in vitro studies about how to reculture or regrow some sort of mesenchymal cells which will help us within the disc renovation or disc repair. It's a very complex, it's different between biological things, mechanical things, a lot of things, yes. But if I have unlimited resources, as I said, definitely I'll have the best lab, the best cultures, the best researchers, yes. And we'll start from there. I think that is where should we start.
Because you are in a place where it's always infrastructure intensive and everything, whatever you name it, it will be available, right?
Yes, not all, but yes, not always. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So, Doc, what are the AI tools that you regularly use in your research? Be it for writing a paper or doing a literature review, do you use the AI tools, and what tools do you use?
Actually, it's a mix. It depends what type of research you're doing. For example, if you're going for the part for reference managing, for example, but still, and I can say names here, or it will be like
yeah, sure.
Okay, so if I'm go directly, for example, reference manager, there is EndNote and there is Mendeley, actually, both of them. It depends which one you're used to. For example, for the screening, if you go systematic review for the screening, it's Ryan platform. I think it's very very handy and easy to adopt to. About I don't use one AI tool for the whole paper, for example, but each section has some. Definitely, there is a lot of AI numerous one for writing, for grammar, spelling, for mating, for just giving you some suggestions for references, tables and graphs, illustration. There is an excellent tool there where you can put just data and give you an excellent illustration, like a bar graph or a pie chart for it. So a different part of each part of the manuscript has its own AI tool. Yeah.
So how do you personally stay motivated, like on all the projects that you are willing to take on and the current ones you are taking ahead? So what keeps you motivated and how are you pushing yourself?
I have a personal joy of acquiring new information. Let's say this. Whenever I read a new information, I read a new surgical trick, I need a new explanation for something which is happening in pathology, it's pathogenesis for some pathology, I have this joy. Okay, I'm addict to it. So yes, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So I have experienced a lot of moments where just reading more or getting more info made a huge difference in the outcome of my patients. And definitely this was reflected on my reputation, my career. So to keep me motivated, I feel always there is still, we have one quote in Arabic, I don't know how it's, I can translate in English, which said that the more I know, the more I know that I'm ignorant, which means the more you read, the more that you know that there is still more to read. So actually, yes, there's still something that I haven't read yet, which will have a negative impact on my patients. And I have 2 kids. I don't know if anyone who have kids, I think I have kids. If I have kids, I always have this feeling that if I'm a good physician to my patients and help others, this will be in some way or another will come back to my kids and keep them safe. If in future they need another physician or need another surgeon in any situation. So this is another motive, a huge motive for me. Yes.
So what advice would you give to young surgeons or researchers entering the field of spine surgery today?
Actually, there are 3 advices. First of all, they have to be subspecialized. I think with this vast spectrum of the subspecialties and knowledge, you have to be subspecialized to have, if you want to keep updated and involved in the research and the reading and up-to-date in knowledge within some subspecialty, you have to be subspecialized. This is my first thing. Second thing is read as much as you can. Whenever you read, if you go through my YouTube subscription, you find that 99% are spine-related subscription. Yes. So whenever you have chance with the social media available at hand, you have to keep read more and more. The third thing, which is you have to force yourself to be involved in the research. No one actually, research is not interesting so much. So actually, every surgeon would prefer to be standing 10 hours in a surgery than just writing a manuscript 2 hours. Every surgeon, this is natural for us, will prefer a surgery over writing a manuscript. But that's why you have to force yourself, and you have to force yourself the only way that you have to get involved within a research society or research group or publication activity with other groups. That will keep you with timelines, with due dates, will keep encouraging you, and this will keep you insisting on reading more research. And actually, if you think about it, if you achieve the third point, which is research and research, this will definitely make you automatically achieve the second advice, which is you have to read more and more and more and more.
Wonderful. So these are very important take-home messages for the young surgeons listening to this podcast. I think we have reached the end of the podcast towards the rapid fire round. Satish, do you have anything to ask?
Yeah. I have a lot of questions to shoot in the rapid fire round. So we are all waiting here. Like this is like one-liner or a one-word answer we require you to give for this question. Like we'll be altering the questions among us. So you are requested to flash the answer, whatever that gets in your mind once you hear this question, right?
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. So if you are allowed to do one single surgery for the rest of your life, what surgery would that be?
That's an easy one. Anterior cervical scectomy.
Do you fuse or not? Again.
Yes, but it's a very nice surgery. You don't have to cut any muscles, so I think it's yes.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, agree. Now you.
What is your favorite instrument in the operating room?
Favorite instrument? Blunt hook. The blunt hook. Remember, my initial training was skull base, so yes, blunt hook. Yeah.
Okay. So, if there is one word that would describe you outside the war, what would that be?
Busy. Yes. Yes.
What is your dream city to practice in?
This actually applies to a lot of cities, actually. Any city which have patients who cannot afford an access and the price of a quality spine surgery. So this actually, unfortunately, applies to a lot of cities, but I'll choose my home country, Cairo. Yeah.
If there is one word that would describe you inside the war, what would that be?
Silence. When I'm in the war, I don't joke. I don't speak a lot. I'm very, very, very silent in the war. Yeah. Which is not a good thing, actually.
Okay.
Because,
okay, I see most of surgeons have some music going on in their OR. Does it happen in yours?
I tried, but actually start to have argument about I like this music, I don't like this song, so I stopped this, yeah. Because I find all the nurses and anesthesia, everyone interfere to choose his own song, so it didn't work for me.
Wonderful. So if you are not a surgeon, what will the career choice be?
I always want to watch soccer games. I'd like to be a football team manager. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Waeel. That ends our rapid fire round, and we had wonderful answers from you and many enlightening tips for the young surgeons and researchers ahead looking at this podcast. And we really enjoyed this conversation having with you.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have you. I mean, a lot of tips about research and how to go about educating young surgeons. I think it will inspire a lot of young minds who are seeing this video. Thank you once again for coming to this podcast and answering all these questions patiently.
I'd like to thank you, Satish and Giri, for this. It was nice actually seeing you. Satish is one of my closest friends. We don't meet except once per year, but yeah, but he's a very special friend actually. Yeah. And thank you, Giri. It's nice to meet you today, and hopefully meet again soon, inshallah. Okay.
It's our pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.